Airframe AMT Study Guide, Aircraft Fuel Systems. Let's get your AMT license. Question 8788. The location of leaks and defects within the internal portions of the fuel system can usually be determined by answer. Observing the pressure gauge and operating the selector valves. Explanation. It is possible, by watching the fuel pressure gauge and operating the selector valves, to isolate a portion of a large aircraft fuel system that has an internal leak. Reference: FAA H8083-3D1. Question 8792. When inspecting a fuel system, you should check all valves located downstream of boost pumps with the pumps. Answer: operating. Explanation. In order to inspect a fuel system for leaks, you should inspect all of the valves located downstream of the booster pump, with the pumps operating and producing maximum pressure. Reference AC 43.1311b. Question 8795. When routing a fuel line between two rigidly mounted fittings, the line should, answer, have at least one bend between such fittings. Explanation. Never install a straight length of tubing between two rigidly mounted fittings. Always incorporate at least one bend between such fittings to absorb strain caused by vibration and temperature changes. Reference: FAA H8083-3D1. Question 8796. Which of the following tests can determine an aviation gasoline's tendency to vapor lock? Answer: Reid vapor pressure test. Explanation. The Reid vapor pressure of a fuel is a measure of the fuel's tendency to vapor lock. Reference: FAA H8083-3D1. Question 8797. Microbial growth is produced by various forms of microorganisms that live and multiply in the water interfaces of jet fuels. Which of the following could result if microbial growth exists in a jet fuel tank and is not corrected? Answer: interference with fuel flow, interference with fuel quantity indicators, and electrolytic corrosive action in a metal tank. Explanation. The buildup of microorganisms in the fuel tank of a jet aircraft can not only interfere with fuel flow and with the fuel quantity indicators, but more importantly, can start electrolytic corrosion in metal fuel tanks. Reference: FAA H8083-3D1. Question 8799. What can be done to eliminate or minimize the microbial growth problem in an aircraft jet fuel tank? Answer: use anti-icing and antibacterial additives. Explanation. An anti-icing and antibacterial additive is often used in jet aircraft fuel tanks to minimize the problems caused by microbial growth inside the fuel tanks. Reference: AC 4313-1b. Question 8801. If a bladder-type fuel tank is to be left empty for an extended period of time, the inside of the tank should be coated with a film of answer: engine oil. Explanation. If a rubberized fabric bladder tank is to remain empty for an extended period of time, it should be cleaned out thoroughly and its interior covered with a film of clean engine oil. Reference: FAA H8083-3D1. Keep studying. Every question takes you closer to your FAA certification.